Hey guys, this is Peter from levelwinner.com, and in this video I will share with you some tips and tricks for Fortify Games' popular mobile game, Color Switch. The goal in this game is to tap the ball carefully through each obstacle, and once you do that, your ball will switch color. It's important to follow the color pattern so you can cross the obstacle. If you pass through the wrong color, you will have to start from scratch. There are 75 new reverse challenges, and on top of the balls you can already unlock, there are 15 new ones. There is also a statistics menu where you can check your progress in the game. That is Color Switch in a nutshell. Now let's get to our tips and tricks. 2 taps per second will do it. How quickly or how slowly should you be tapping so you can keep the ball where it should be while waiting for the correct color to come up? I would say about 2 taps a second, or about 120 beats per minute in other words. And once you are ready to go through the correct color, pick the pace up a bit, but don't make it too quick. Otherwise, you might overshoot the shape, thus missing the right color when it comes back on the other side. There's no time limit. Now, you might think that just because of the tip I mentioned earlier, there's a time limit in this game. Actually, there isn't. You can take as much time as you need while waiting for the right color to arrive. And since certain shapes change directions, observing and watching for a bit will allow you to get a good feel for the patterns. That should make it easier for you to jump through the correct color without unfortunately hitting the wrong color by accident. Which shape is the hardest to get through? Out of all the shapes in Color Switch, the clock-like circle is arguably the toughest one to deal with. This is the circle where the hands are moving counterclockwise, so yes, I guess you can call it a reverse clock. In here, you will really need to wait a while to time things properly. The 2 main shapes in here will have to match before you try going through them. Wait until you are sure the colors are lined up, or if that's too difficult to deal with, wait at least till the wrong colors are no longer present. Take breaks from the game. Casual mobile titles like this can get to be very frustrating. So it does help if you take a breather from time to time. Perhaps 30-minute breaks will be fine, or you can focus on other things while staying away from the game. Once you are done resting, there's a good chance you will be back with a vengeance, feeling refreshed and ready to give those shapes another go. Don't pay attention to the super high scores. The highest possible score in Color Switch is 999, and if you check the leaderboards, you will notice that there are quite a few who have scored this high. There's a good chance that these are fake scores, so ignore these and look for more realistic ones by scrolling down a bit. In challenge mode, you will deal with the same obstacles per challenge. One of the basics of challenge mode is that you will only have 1 or 2 specific types of obstacles per available challenge. These obstacles never change each time you play the level, which means if you don't get it right the first time, the setting will be exactly the same when you try again. In challenge mode, the number of circles is fixed per level. Normal endless mode has an unpredictable or endless number of circles to go through. But in challenge mode, you will only have a specific number of circles per level before you reach the end of the level. Usually this is about 3 to 5 circles, depending on the level. Easier levels tend to have less, while the harder ones have more than 3 to 5. As of now, there are more than 100 challenge levels, and there's a good chance the game's makers will be adding more in future updates. In challenge mode, the levels are divided by difficulty. The 3 degrees of difficulty here are easy, medium and hard. Each level in the game is classified as such. If you want to practice your skills in Color Switch, we advise you to play the hard levels, as these ones will really require to act quick. Also expect to see obstacles in challenge mode appear in endless mode, which means challenge mode could be good practice too if you are trying to beat a certain high score in endless mode. About the new currency system. A recent update to the game introduced a new form of currency called stars. Naturally, there is much bigger star earning potential in endless mode than there is in the challenge levels, so if you are farming for stars, give it your best shot in the classic or endless mode of the game. Stars can be used to purchase new ships for the ball, which do not change gameplay. All the changes are purely aesthetic, even if some balls are cheaper or costlier than others. Some balls can only be unlocked by completing challenges. In addition, there are some balls that you will only be able to unlock by completing a certain number of challenges. In fact, the hardest one to unlock requires you to beat all challenge mode levels currently available. And this completes our list of tips and tricks for Color Switch. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Cheers!